well, if we want to go to my pick of
The Central
Corbin
Woes
Burnes being the most overrated player on the Brewers, I don't know, man. I'm not a big fan of Corbin Burnes. Anybody who's ever watched my Twitch streams knows this. I just not a big fan of this pitcher here. He had a terrible 2019.
I just had to do that because I'm not the only one who had a very cold take about a really good pitcher being overrated. I feel like that doesn't get enough attention. I'm sure he'll own up to his mistake. I'm sure. But guys, as always, welcome to today's MLB Preview. Got a smaller slate of baseball coming up today, but a ton of good matchups, so it should be a good day. It'll be fun. But as always, before we jump into it, hit that like button. Lets me know you guys want to see more content like this. Lets me know you guys enjoy this. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. We're inching closer to that 200 subscribers mark, so keep on pushing. I appreciate all of your support. And of course, hit that notification bell so you don't miss when every video goes live. And my socials, podcast, Discord, all linked in the description below. As always, let's get into today's MLB Preview. All right, guys, we got, like I said, a smaller slate of baseball going on today, but some good matchups. The American League Central leading Kansas City Royals, 13-7, face off against the worst team in the American League, Detroit Tigers. They're 7-15. Brad Keller on the mound for the Royals. He looks to bounce back. Has not done well this year, to the tune of a 1-2 record with a 12 ERA. Not good. He looks to pitch better in this one against Spencer Turnbull, making his second start of the year. Looked good in his first time out. We'll see if Brad Keller can bounce back against this bad Tigers team. If you're a Royals fan, hopefully he can. At 6-10, the Minnesota Twins are 7-13. They've mightily struggled recently. Not good. They play the 9-11. Just avoided the sweep yesterday. Cleveland Indians. Jose Barrios on the mound for the Twins. 2-2 with a 3 ERA. Not bad. Looks to continue his success this year against Zach Plesac. Plesac has really struggled in his past couple of starts, giving up 6 or 7 earned runs each time, I believe. So he looks to bounce back against this struggling Twins offense. And the Twins look to not fall farther behind 500. At 7:05, the 9-12, possibly getting hot again, figuring it out, possibly not. The 9-12 Yankees face the 9-12 Baltimore Orioles. Davey Garcia makes his season debut on the mound for the Yankees. Yankees fans are excited about this one. Davey, of course, came up last year, pitched really well. He's facing off against old man Matt Harvey, who got his first win his last time out. 1-1 with a 5.12 ERA. He looks to pitch well against the Yankees team down in Baltimore and see if he can continue his comeback trail. At 14-8, the Athletics finally got their win streak snapped, but they are still red hot. They face the 11-11 Tampa Bay Rays. Sean Manaea on the mound for these Athletics. 2-1 with a 3.04 ERA. Really good so far this year. Pitched a shutout in his last start against old man Rich Hill. 1-0. 8.82 ERA. Rich Hill looks to prove that a 40-year-old man can still pitch in this league. But, like I said, he's got to face a red-hot Athletics team, so it should be an interesting matchup in this one. See if Rich Hill's able to pitch well. At 7:10, the 10-11 Chicago Cubs face the terrible 9-12 Atlanta Braves. The Atlanta Braves faced the Diamondbacks yesterday in a doubleheader. They got just one hit in 14 innings. Of course, Madison Bumgarner threw that unofficial no-hitter in 7 innings. Zach Davies is on the mound for the Cubs. Hasn't looked good so far this year. 1-2, 8.8 ERA. Not good at all. So maybe we'll see if the Braves can actually get hits off of him. And then Charlie Morton on the mound for these Braves. 1-1, 3.91 ERA. He looks to right the ship for this Braves team a little bit. Braves definitely need to get hot. The AL Central is still very much open for grabs because a lot of people have not been playing well in that division. I don't know what I said. I meant the NL East, of course, the division they're actually in. But yeah, the Braves definitely need to figure it out, get back on track. We'll see if they can. Now the 9-12 Miami Marlins with Trevor Rogers on the mound. Rogers has looked amazing so far this year. 2-1, 1.64 ERA. Face off against the division-leading Milwaukee Brewers, 13-8. Corbin Burnes, of course, on the mound from that highlight clip you saw at the beginning of the video. for these Brewers. He's looked amazing so far. He broke the Major League record, has over 40 strikeouts and no walks allowed. So suck on that one, Nolan. But Corbin Burnes has been really good. It's going to be hard for this Miami team to pick up a victory. But Trevor Rogers is also really good. So we'll see which good pitcher comes out on top in this one. At 10 and 11, the struggling Philadelphia Phillies, although they did win yesterday, faced the 11 and 10 St. Louis Cardinals. Zach Wheeler on the mound for these Phillies, number 2 starter for the Phillies. He's looked good so far this year, 1-2, 3.8 ERA against Adam Wainwright, 0-2 with a 5 ERA. That doesn't really mean much to me. Adam Wainwright is still really good, even at his age. So we'll see if the Phillies can pick it back up in this one with Zach Wheeler on the mound and trying to get back to that 500 mark and knock the Cardinals to 500. Phillies, again, they're in the NL East. Division is still very much open for grabs. Teams just beating up on each other all over the place. So looking to get to 500 and sneak back up to closer to first place. At 10 and 10, the Angels did pick up a victory last night, so they're back to that 500 mark. They faced the Texas Rangers at 9 and 13. Shohei Ohtani on the mound for the Angels. Does not have a win or a loss yet this year, but an ERA almost under 1. He's pitched really well this year. He's hit really well this year. Lots of stuff to say about Shohei Ohtani, but nothing that hasn't already been said. He's just absolutely incredible. Love being able to see him on the mound and at the plate in the same season. He faces Jordan Lyles, 1-1, 4.64 ERA. Ohtani's looking to pitch well against this bad Texas team and hopefully picked up his first victory of the season. At 8-10, the 13 and 9, first place in the American League, West. The 13 and 9 Seattle Mariners face off against the struggling 10 and 11 Houston Astros. Justice Sheffield on the mound for the Mariners, 1-1, 4.86 ERA. Not bad. He's looked pretty good so far, especially in his last couple of starts. He faces Jose Urquidy of the Astros, 0-2, 5.14 ERA. I've said this a lot, but if the Astros are going to push toward that postseason spot this season, Urquidy needs to pitch well for them. They've lost a couple starting pitchers going into the season, so they definitely need Urquidy's help to, one, get back to 500, and then make that postseason push that Astros definitely really want, of course. I don't think they saw them being last in the division. Not last in the division. I don't think they saw them being behind the Mariners at any point this year, but here we are. At 9:45 tonight, the 8 and 13 Colorado Rockies face off against the 14 and 8 San Francisco Giants. Giants are still hot, still doing really well. And then, of course, the Rockies are struggling a little bit, but they finally don't have to play the Dodgers, so it's good for them. Austin Gomber, centerpiece of the Nolan Arenado trade. I say it every time. You all know that. 1-2, 3.38 ERA, has actually pitched pretty well for them. He's on the mound for the Rockies against Anthony DeSclafani, 1-0, 2.14 ERA. Giants pitching staff has been really good this year. We'll see if they're able to continue to pitch well. Of course, they are in San Francisco and not Colorado, so that does help them. But we'll see if the Rockies can score enough runs to muster up a win in this one, or if the Giants pitching staff comes out on top once again. Now, our last matchup of the day, the 9 and 12 Cincinnati Reds face off against the 15 and 7 lost last night after that amazing game. Los Angeles Dodgers. Tyler Mahle on the mound for these Reds. 1-1, 1.74 ERA for Tyler Mahle. Facing off against Julio Urias of the Dodgers. 3-0 with a 2.81 ERA. Really good. Unfair how good the Dodgers pitching staff is. Reds have definitely cooled off. They started out really hot, but have not done well since then. They are 3 games below 500. If the Reds don't want to trade everyone at the deadline like their front office probably wants to, they need to pick it back up. It's going to be hard against this Dodgers team. Tyler Mahle has pitched well this year, though, so we'll see if the Reds can pick it back up or if the Dodgers are going to remain red hot and do really well. Now, that's the full slate of baseball for you guys today. Like I said, it's not that many matchups, but we got some good matchups in store with Shohei Ohtani pitching, Corbin Burnes pitching, Tyler Mahle, Julio Urias are both doing really well this year. Zach Wheeler, of course, on the mound as well. But that's it for the matchups. Now let's get into my pitchers, hitter to watch, of course, all that. Now, although Corbin Burnes isn't my pitcher to watch in this one, because I've picked him before, you should still watch him. He's a very fun watch. He's an incredibly talented pitcher. He's amazing. Although I called Shane Bieber overrated over the offseason, I thought Corbin Burnes was really good, so I feel like that makes up for it. Maybe. Let me know in the comments down below. I know you will. But my pitcher to watch in this one is, of course, Shohei Ohtani. Whether he's hitting, whether he's pitching, you always want to have your eye on this guy. He's so good. His ERA is almost under 1. We'll see if you can get it under 1 in this start. Now, he hasn't had a super long start in any of his starts, So look for that. We'll see how long they leave Ohtani in. If he can get through the 5th, 6th inning, then, I mean, that's just absolutely insane, incredible for him. He has a chance to do it tonight against the Rangers. That's why I think you should watch him. He's so good. So that's why he's my pitcher to watch, because anytime you get to watch Shohei Ohtani pitch, you want to. You absolutely want to. Now, my hitter to watch in this one is going to be Gleyber Torres of my New York Yankees. Now, I'm picking him, one, because he's struggling, does not have any home runs this year, has an OPS below 600, barely batting above 200, but he's gotten a lot of flack in the past few days for not hustling out balls, struggling at the dish, just not putting professional at-bats together. But he's playing at Camden Yards. And if you guys don't know, Gleyber Torres absolutely owns the Orioles at Camden Yards. In 2019, he hit like 10, maybe more home runs at Camden Yards. That's kind of his reputation. He does really well. I've said this season that all he needs is a series at Camden Yards to turn his season around, pick it back up again, and get hot. So that's why he's my hitter to watch. If he does well in this one, then I think maybe he'll finally get his season back on track. But if he continues to struggle, I think the Yankees might need to do something about it, whether that's send him down for a few days, bench him for a few days. I'm not sure. But he's been really bad so far this year, and the Yankees need him to pick it up if they want to turn their season around. Dear God, please turn your season around. I'm probably in the minority of that of my viewers, but yeah, that's why Gleyber Torres is going to be my guy to watch. Has been really bad this year, so we'll see if he can pick it up against the Orioles, Matt Harvey in Camden Yards this weekend. Now, guys, that's going to do it for me. I appreciate you watching. Like I said, hit that like button. Let me know you want to see more content like this. Hit that subscribe button on the road to 200 subscribers. And, of course, hit that notification bell so you don't miss when every video goes live. And go follow my socials while you're at it. I appreciate all of you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.